ASHALON is a new generation of prosthetic feet and ankle. In our opinion, ASHALON is setting up a new gold standard for design and development of the external prosthesis. The design of ASHALON is based on 3 elements, and the combination of these 3 allows us to actually mimic the muscular action of the body. Many years ago, when we asked an amputee, what is it that you're missing? And he said the effort that he has to put in getting up the stairs and down the stairs is quite abnormal for him. And our aim was to be able to understand what is this extra compensation that the amputee has to take, to apply, to be able to comfortably go up and down the stairs.
I noticed immediately walking down the stairs that I'd independently had use of both hands, so I could carry things up and down stairs comfortably and safely. It's just a massive improvement over anything I've ever tried before.
Our strategy as a company was growth through innovation. So we were really looking for needs which are not clear in our competitors' mind or even in our own mind. And by that we started literally asking a lot of the users, what is it that they are missing?
I've been using the ASHALON for 24 months now. I've experienced really no discomfort with it over that period of time. It doesn't interfere with my day. I can put it on in the morning and not worry about it until I take it off at night. I've probably increased my walking distances 300–400%. I can literally walk all day on it if I want to.
I think this is probably the ultimate or penultimate award for us, because ASHALON has proven to be a new generation of the ankle and feet, providing new gold standards in prosthesis.
Hound is a dual sensor detector comprising a metal detector and ground penetrating radar. The ground penetrating radar enables you to get a significant reduction in false alarms compared with what you would get with a metal detector, and that results in a real improvement in the efficiency of clearance operations.
It's taken a while to actually develop the product, and we've extensively trialled it in Cambodia, in Bosnia and Angola, with the team working closely with the humanitarian deminers.
The innovation behind Hound is to take a really complex situation, which is the ground, and the way in which radar waves go through that. And what we've done is taken a lot of sophisticated engineering in terms of maths, physics, engineering, and actually engineer that in a way that, as far as the operator is concerned, it seems really simple to use.
The global problem with landmines still exists, as it has done since 1989. A lot of work has been done, and there is still quite a lot of landmines extant around the world that need clearance. Probably somewhere between 10 and 50 million.
The benefits of using dual-use technology are that you get a significant reduction in the number of false alarms. That means you clear the land much more efficiently, and that means that the money that's invested in clearance operations actually goes a lot further than it does at present.
It's a tremendous honour to be shortlisted, and clearly to win would be absolutely fantastic. The key issue for me, however, is the publicity that it will give to humanitarian demining, a very important aspect, and the number of lives we can save by getting more publicity, by actually getting more equipment out to deminers in the field, is the thing that we strive for.
BGAN is a broadband global area network which is very similar to a mobile phone network. However, our operations are over a satellite constellation and we provide global access.
This was an invention that we created nearly 15 years ago at a time when internet communications was at best a 64 kilobit per second dial-up. What we set out to do with BGAN was to provide broadband of the type that you could only imagine at home, and to do it mobily in such a way that you could be connected no matter where you were in the world.
For the armed forces, one of the key components whenever they deploy overseas is to have the ability to communicate with their families. It's very important that they have the same welfare opportunities, whether they're in a major headquarters or whether they're in a foxhole very close to the front line.
The engineering challenge of BGAN was a systems engineering one. We needed to innovate not only in the user terminal, which needed to be small, highly functional, and portable. The satellite incorporated a large reflector, an elegant digital signal processor, and indeed a state-of-the-art propulsion system. Finally, these two elements connected with the ground network, which, underpinned by the terrestrial developments of 3G, required significant innovation because we were working with a base station that was 40,000 kilometers away instead of 4.
The unique contribution from the BGAN service is that every serviceman deployed overseas has that ability to have those welfare connections back to their family and friends in the UK, Germany or other places in the world.
Lucite International is the largest producer of methyl methacrylate in the world. Methyl methacrylate is the raw material for perspex, which is used in a range of products including baths, sinks, kitchen worktops, but also significantly recently flat screen televisions, flat screen devices of all sorts. The alpha process is much simpler than the competing processes. It only has 2 reaction steps against 4, 5 or 6 with alternative processes, and one of these steps is 99.9% efficient. As a result, the only waste product is water. The reason we chose Singapore is because, firstly, it had a very good infrastructure suitable for our technology. Secondly, that the workforce is educated. Thirdly, they speak English. And most importantly, it's very close to the growing markets.
Working with the universities is very important from a scientific development point of view, because it gives us the opportunity to actually understand the fundamental science. So we define specific projects with a number of universities around the UK, trying to get an understanding behind the process. On our site we produce about 125,000 tonnes a year of methyl methacrylate, and we've been successful in developing a brand new process and exploiting it at a world scale in Singapore. We've actually done this in a very short period of time, moving from a small pilot unit to a world scale unit, and that has saved us probably 5 years in total development time and saved the company maybe 50 or 60 million US dollars in terms of capital expenditure.
Engineering is absolutely essential for the rebalancing of the UK economy. The combination of good engineering and the manufacturing that follows on from that will generate wealth for the UK economy in the way that no other activity will. Our business depends on our ability to source and develop the latest technologies.
Here in the Technology Centre we do a combination of blue sky research and basic engineering, really. The blue sky research is taking complicated ideas, looking far into the future and trying to build high-tech systems for deployment in many years' time. And fundamental engineering would be perhaps answering simple questions like how high an armrest might need to be on a vehicle, what the operator's seating position should be. BAE Systems has a long experience of building and using simulators. It's key to making sure that our equipment, when it is finally delivered, is optimized for the end user.
Clearly we take technologies and leverage them from a whole variety of different sources, including things like automotive or civil aerospace. The real benefit for R&D for us is basically to try and make that innovation, that real good idea, get into a product as fast as possible. The faster we can get that sort of pipeline going, the better it will be for the economy.
What attracted me to a career in science and engineering was the problem-solving aspect of it. What I was really intrigued with was being able to apply science and an understanding that you'd gain from experiments and research to the development and application of a product or system. And this, for me, is what I found extremely rewarding.
Around £40 million a year is being invested in awareness, development, sponsorship and introducing people into our company as apprentices or graduates. We attract people into our apprentice schemes from all around the country. We involve them in our complex engineering programmes. They get the opportunity to learn their skills as professional engineers, and we involve them in community and teamwork throughout our bound exercises.
The benefits of having the apprenticeship is you get your normal sort of skills of doing your grinding and your welding and stuff, but you also manage to make a lot of friends while you're here as well. But also it gives you a massive benefit in the fact that you actually see how from start to finish the ships are made. Well, I mean, the great thing about BAE is it's such a big company, there's so many different places you can go in there.
There's a real opportunity to attract the highest calibre of graduates into our industry simply by making them aware of the types of jobs they can do. It's an awareness issue, making them aware by perhaps presenting some of the role models within our business of the types of roles that people can do. It is in fact very, very attractive, and it's up to us to get out there to tell people what is available.
The Bosch Technology Horizons Award is a national essay writing competition together with the Royal Academy of Engineering. We run the competition now for 5 years and had more than 2,000 participants. Participants between 14 and 24 years old. Our slogan is Invented for Life, and our business relies totally on the quality of engineers. We want to inspire young people for a career in engineering.
I entered the competition because I thought it sounded really interesting, and it really made me think about whether technology and engineering are essential for future development. The population is gradually becoming bigger because of engineering and technology providing a better standard of living, so people are living 22 years longer than they did in the 1900s. To cope with the problems of the population being bigger, we could inhabit other planets such as Mars by creating biospheres. I think it is something that people are really interested in because it's sort of new and people really want to know about all the sort of upcoming things.
What we want to do with this award is to show young people a way to promote themselves, to share their ideas with others, and maybe also to find a career into engineering. We have to invest in research and development just to be competitive. We have to create new patents to beat the competition. This is important for a company as well as for a whole region or a country like the UK. There is a big discussion ongoing about the reindustrialization of the country. It is possible, especially on the basis of engineering in automotive as well as in aerospace or other advanced technologies.